your best six man of all time?
Are we talking about just as like a player or just that
player.
6 man
As
role?
a player. That's a great
So
question.
we're talking about like just they won 6 man and their player, James Harden.
There we go.
Yeah,
there we
ain't
go.
Even close.
I've been saying that for a long time.
It's not even close.
I actually did a video on it that probably going to come out before this or whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, as player, James Harden was so good he couldn't be a 6 man no more.
He was 6 man one year and then he left the team, money purse, whatever the case was, went to Houston and started the year off averaging like 40.
Mm-hmm.
It's like in a 6 man role, you're playing with Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, who were the guys, and he chose to come off the bench at that point in time when he could have been a starter.
And they lost in the finals that year.
Exactly.
And he's the only 6 man to be 6 man and MVP. And changed the game of how we play. You wasn't doing double step backs before.
100%.
Before him.
Yeah.
So I think people forget that. Don't get me wrong. I understand the argument, like who's the best 6 man all time.
Yeah. Well, if we're talking about just winning the awards, then we can go Jamal Crawford, Lou Will, because they have multiple awards.
They have 3 of them. Yeah. But see, the thing is, for me, and I'm a Jamal Crawford fan.
Yeah.
You know, I wore S dots in high school because Jamal Crawford.
Right.
But Jamal Crawford wasn't always a 6 man.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't a 6 man with the Bulls. He wasn't a 6 man.
The Hawks.
Yeah, with the Hawks. Like, he was 6 man with the Hawks.
Well, he was like back and forth.
Yeah, but I was introduced to him as a starter.
Okay.
I don't think he was a 6 man with Golden State. He might not have been a 6 man with Golden State.
When I kind of started really paying attention to him is when he got with the Clippers.
Okay. No, I know. Yeah, he scored 50 with everything. With the Knicks, he wasn't a 6 man.
Yeah.
So when people had that argument like, James Harden wasn't a 6 man.
I feel like all 6 men don't start as 6 men.
Yeah, exactly. Like Lou Will, when he played with Philly, he started.
Yeah.
You know,
I think when he was with the Hawks, he started too, didn't he? Or was he 6 man?
No, I believe he was 6 man off that one. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, so if you want to make that case, you can't forget that they started.
And I use that same argument when people talk about rings. They'll be like, "Oh, Jordan has 6, and he's the GOAT because he has 6 rings." I'm like, "Well, Bill Russell has 11."
Who's your GOAT?
LeBron,
your GOAT.
Yeah. But I say LeBron is my GOAT in terms of just basketball. If you look at any basketball player from the accolade standpoint, just as an all-around player, it's LeBron. Now, if you want to talk about legacy-wise and all, then that's when you go into the Kobe's, the Jordans, and all that.
Who's legacy-wise?
I'll go Jordan. He's 6 of 6 in the champ.
But how though? Like, what year were you born?
I was born 97.
See, this is my thing. I don't take nothing from like the great players of Jordan, Magic, but when I think of like players who I say my GOAT, I always look at it like the people I actually grew up. Like when I first time seeing LeBron, I actually went to his high school game. Like I seen him on a magazine. You know what I mean? You see the evolution of him. Like Kobe Bryant, he's from Philly.
Right.
I've heard about him at Philly. He played in the Sunny Hill League. You got a chance to see him play.
Gotcha.
Jordan was drafted 85. I was born 85. I didn't see him until I was like 6, 5. I didn't understand what he was doing.
Yeah, I feel you.
So, and that's the thing about, you know, the whole thing. Like we got a thing called, elite mindset. As far as elite mindset, brainwash thing, elite. We want people to think like, it's hard to really for themselves. Like everyone always say, like, I had a kid tell me that Isaiah Thomas, not Isaiah Lefty Isaiah.
I know.
Kid 11 years old said Isaiah Thomas. I didn't even see Isaiah Thomas play. How the hell you know what Isaiah Thomas?
I have that same mentality with kids, but I feel like for me, I watched all that stuff. Like the Hardwood Classics, like I literally watched that. Like
I don't think that's the same.
It's not the same, but at the same time, it's like because the lockout years really when I got into like watching all the old basketball thing was what 2011.
You didn't go to school.
Yeah.
I want to be. I want to be like Mike.
No, 100%. I'm saying LeBron is my GOAT, but I'm saying when people talk about legacy,
dog, you realize that Michael Jordan, people was rocking ball heads for no reason back in the day.
No, I know.
Like they hair can grow.
Yeah, no, I know.
So that's what I'm saying. You got to be a part. Like I have like Allen Iverson, legacy guys.
Right.
Allen Iverson, my legacy guy to me.
Okay.
Like
now you're talking about legacy in terms of like for the culture or just basketball?
Culture. Like if like culture, that's my favorite player.
Yeah, I'm going Jordan.
No, bro.
No,
I mean, you can go Jordan.
Got Jordans on it here.
You can go Jordan. Yeah. That's fine.
Uh-huh.
But I'm just saying, as far as like, Like, bro, like I just feel like it's hard to really capture it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, okay, yeah, I get what you mean. Now.
Like,
so kind of like how now, like Steph got everybody
like
shooting the threes,
exactly.
doing all this stuff.
You
okay.
like you a kid who Steph influence play. You can't say Jordan, your guy.
Okay, well, if we're going off that point, I'm gonna stick with LeBron.
Yeah, you got
I was doing the whole beating the chest.
Exactly.
All that. Even now, I only wear LeBron shoes when I hoop. If I wear another brand of shoes, it's because like a league gave them to me for free. And was like, hey, can you wear these today? Other than that, I'm straight LeBron.
Yeah, I'm gonna say LeBron too because like I said, I went to his high school games. LeBron, as far as that's my best player of all time.
Yeah, same.
My favorite player of all time is Allen Iverson.
Okay.
Allen Iverson had everybody in Philly wearing braids. I'm from Philly.
I'm already knowing.
Yeah,
braids, all that.
And I believe he changed the game as far as like you talking about somebody who was about 6 foot, he's really like 5'11".
Yeah.
Going out getting 31 a night.
Yeah, for sure.
And they building teams around him. You don't see that no more.
Yeah, no, facts.
You know, like lefty Isaiah Thomas, averaged 28 points.
Right.
They was like, nah, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My man averaged 28. He dropping buckets.
And they packed him up.
And GM's like, nah, this ain't gonna work, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but I feel like also part of it is the times now too, though. Because now you got to think like he's 5'8", quotations.
Right.
You got a dude 6'9" doing the same thing he's doing.
True.
So it's like versus back then it was like you 6'9", you on the block. All the wings are like 6'2", 6'1", versus now it's like you got these high school kids like I don't know his name. He plays at Utah Prep or something like that. I seen him playing at Inglewood the other day against Inglewood.
What is it? Adrian DeBoss? Yeah. He went to all the games. I didn't go. I didn't go to all of them.
Dude is like 6'9" maybe. Can handle the ball, shoot the ball, athletic, and I'm like, you got people like moving like that now. So it's like, why would I take a 5'9" PG?
But very true, very true. No disrespect, Isaiah.
Yeah, no disrespect.
I love your grind.
Yeah.
I love your grind.
Like whenever I have little guards, I tell them like, you got to be 100 times better than the next man because I can go get somebody 6'4" that one is going to be able to stay in front of you just because of their size. So you got to be crafty, you got to be able to distribute the ball, and you got to be able to score and shoot. You can't just be one-dimensional.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've been preaching that for a while now, just not being one-dimensional. Back in the day, you could just be a shooter in the corner or a catch-and-shoot guy. Like the league consisted of a bunch of catch-and-shoot guys.
Yeah, that's all it was.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. We don't even really use the term 3D no more because everybody has to be able to do everything.
And you got to do everything. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's a very good point. Last question: best father-son duo.
Best father-son.
Like who? Like you obviously you got LeBron and Bronny.
Yeah,
but then you got the Paytons and Kenyon Martins, and you got a lot of kids. Tim Hardaway and Tim Hardaway Jr.
Let's see. I'm gonna go Steph and Dell.
Steph and Dell.
Yeah, I feel like Dell was like good at his time, and then Steph is like killing our time versus all the other father-son duos. We're being realistic. The fathers are nice and the kids is trash. So you can't say NBA players trash, but I'm just saying like
Doc Rivers and Austin Rivers was good.
I mean, he had to play for his dad though.
But he still played. He still had some good years.
He had good years, but it was like
outside of his dad.
Where?
Fuck.
He averaged 10 points as a rookie in his second year, something like that. Hold
on, no, bro.
Yeah, pull it up.
And they say like I gotta pull it up because
I think he had a good year with the Rockets, if I'm not mistaken. But other than that, his good years was with the Clippers.
Because my memory shot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just with the Clippers and 1 year with the Rockets.
I mean, his points is pretty consistent. He never really averaged. You said the Clippers. The Clippers. He averaged 7 points per game. He averaged 8 points per game. He had that 1 year. He had 2 years where he averaged 12 and 15.
Who was that with?
That was Clippers. Yeah. That was the Clippers. He was pretty consistent. He was a solid guard
for sure.
He always averaged around that 8 points. That 8 to 10 points.
Yeah. You can go. Actually, Sabonis and his dad.
Sabonis and his dad is great.
Yeah.
I take that as well. I think his dad was great for the Blazers.
Right.
Especially that year when they had Sheed and all those guys. He tried to be a Shaq stopper.
Right.
It ain't no disrespect to him. Shaq, Shaq is a dog.
Shaq was on a different level.
Yeah, Shaq is a different level, bro. Yeah. I think he also changed the game. He's also a game changer for the center position.
Go to I can't remember which Grant was Jeremy Grant's dad, but we can go to him too. Jeremy Grant.
Harvey Grant.
Yeah,
Harvey Grant. The Grant brother. They had a whole squad.
Exactly.
I mean, it can go on. You got the Berry brothers.
Yeah,
you got all those guys.
I
I'm gonna go Tim Hardaway.
Tim Hardaway's tough.
Tim
Hardaway, he be playing good, but he be pissing me off sometimes. It's like, bro, you capable of getting 25, and then you
I think that's a coach thing, though. Like, I think that's a system thing.
Okay, yeah.
I think when I see players on the same team that they was dropping buckets with,
right,
and then they stop dropping buckets with, I think that's a system thing. I think that's a
because they didn't have a coach change.
Because you remember the game where he in the playoffs, he got in the game and hit like 4 or 5 threes. Yeah. Like back to back.
Yeah.
So he still got it.
You know,
I don't know what's going on over in Dallas.
Yeah.
But no, and then, you know, Tim Hardaway was amazing with the Warriors.
Right.
And did a great job with the Heat as well.
Yeah, that's right.
So what I'm saying, I'm gonna say consistency between the numbers.
Okay.
Because like Steph Curry blows Del Curry out of the water.
For sure.
So he carrying that team.
Yeah.
So if you figure,
you're going consistency shit.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean. Yeah. I feel like if they play 2-on-2,
I might go Gary Payton.
The Payton's good too. Yeah. I mean, shit, Payton's good too, but his son ain't doing nothing yet.
I mean, he's up and down.
Up and down. Gary Payton was consistent all time. He that's what I'm saying.
That's an interesting combo for sure.
Yeah, somebody canceling someone out.
Yeah.
Like you can't go Kobe Bryant and Joe Bryant.
Yeah, I feel like all the duos are going to be like that, though, just because I feel
but
like
not Tim Hardaway Jr. and Tim Hardaway. And Doc Rivers and Austin. They both average the same amount.
Okay, yeah, we can go them too.
they both
like
average the same amount.
Missing. What about Larry Nance and his dad? I don't know.
I think that's consistent. But we didn't. I'm going to get into skills because they had the same skills at that point. Shit, let me say before we get out of here.
Clay and his dad.
I didn't see Clay dad's play.
Yeah. And then are we factoring chips on top of that?
No, bro. I don't like the championship talk. Because it ain't fair.
That's how I feel.
Because you'll leave a million people out
of
a lot of conversation. Leave, just on player wise, you'll leave McGrady out of it. You'll leave. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's how I tell people, bro. Winning the championship is hard.
Like, that's a team effort, coach effort.
Like people trying to make it seem like one player changed the game, and I'm like, if you look at every
Bill Walton and Luke Walton.
Oh yeah, that's a good look.
But Bill Walton gonna cancel Luke Walton out. Manute Bol and Bobo. Bobo nice. I like Bo.
Bobo's nice. I feel like Bol should have been getting the same treatment Wemby's getting, but he ain't showing it. You feel me? Like he was the same exact player Wemby was. They got the same.
That's some media hype. He's not the same player. He has the same size. He has the same
size.
He might be.
Wemby's more mobile and athletic. I'll say that.
And when I compare it, I'm not taking that away from these guys. I'm just saying like they're different players to me. Like I think if he could do it, he would have did it.
Yeah, at this point for sure. But I feel like it's not out of that realm where like if they went head to head, like I want to see that. You feel me?
I did definitely. Glenn Rice, Glenn Jr., Dunleavy's. The
Dunleavy's was cool.
I like
them. Little runs.
Henry Bibby and Mike Bibby. Man, I think I'm thinking of another two as well. John Stockton's son went to the league for a little bit.
Did he play?
Yeah. He played, but I think he was in and out of the D League.
Okay. He was. I think he was on Utah for a minute too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man. So I'm gonna go with those two. That's the tough one for me. Doc Rivers, Austin Rivers, Tim Hardaway, and Tim Hardaway Jr.
Staff, man.
You gonna stick with Snap?
God,
Fair enough.